Welcome to this short presentation on fitting the Nivairo non-invasive ventilation full face mask. There are three independent points of care in NIV therapy, which typically challenge clinicians daily. With roll fit, tube fit, and ergo fit headgear, Nivairo is carefully designed to help address these points of care. Today we will cover mask options and their applications, sizing and fitting the mask, removing the mask, and finally refitting the mask. Nivairo non-invasive masks are single patient use for a maximum of 14 days. Always refer to the user instructions supplied with the product for a full list of instructions, warnings, contraindications, and explanations. Mask options and applications. There are three options for the Nivairo full face mask. The Nivairo RT045 is the single limb circuit with an exhalation port. With an anti-asphyxiation and non-rebreather valve, it is designed to be used with a circuit with an exhalation port. An exhalation port must be used with this mask. The clear-colored elbow indicates that there is an anti-asphyxiation and non-rebreather valve for safety in the event of ventilator failure. The Nivairo RT046 mask with a standard elbow has been designed for use with a closed-loop dual-limb circuit system. The blue indicates it is a non-vented mask with no anti-asphyxiation and non-rebreather valve. The latest addition to the Nivairo range is the Nivairo RT047 single-limb vented mask, the venting incorporated into the mask. It has an anti-asphyxiation and non-rebreather valve. As venting is incorporated into this mask style, an exhalation port is not required. For circuits with an incorporated exhalation port, you will need a 22mm female-to-female connector. The orange elbow indicates the mask is vented and that it includes an anti-asphyxiation and non-rebreather valve for safety in the event of ventilator failure. Fitting the Nivairo face mask. We will now discuss how to select the right mask size for your patient. The instructions in this video apply to all three mask types. However, we will demonstrate the steps using the Nivairo RT047 vented mask. Remove the Size Me sizing guide, which is sealed in a separate pouch from the Nivairo full face mask, and place on your patient's face. Place the blue line between the eyes, aligning it at the fossa above the nasal bridge. The correct mask size is measured just below the lower lip. If you are unsure about choosing between two sizes for your patient, start with a smaller mask size. This patient is a medium size. Connect the mask to the flow source and ensure that patient monitoring is in place. After loosening the ergo fit headgear straps, undo the gray easy clip. Place the seal just under your patient's bottom lip and lightly touch the seal of the mask to the bridge of the nose. Then slide the loose headgear over your patient's head and connect the easy clip onto the mask. Do note that the crown strap will hold the mask in place while adjusting the headgear. Lightly adjust the upper headgear straps, ensuring that the mask frame does not directly contact the forehead. You should be able to comfortably fit at least one finger between the frame and your patient's forehead. If it touches the forehead or you cannot fit a finger in between, this indicates that the straps are too tight. Over-tightening may lead to patient discomfort and leakage. If your patient has an orogastric or nasogastric tube, ensure the tube is placed under the integrated tube fit zone to achieve a good seal around the tube. Now adjust the lower straps of the headgear, once again ensuring not to over-tighten to help avoid discomfort and leak. The top straps can be kept quite loose, while the lower straps can be adjusted to fit more snugly around your patient's face. Gently pull the mask forward to allow the seal to inflate, so it can adjust to the patient's face to minimize leak. The roll fit seal is designed to roll back and forth on the bridge of the nose to accommodate a range of face shapes. If it is pushed all the way in, there may be excess leak, which may impair mask performance. Gently release the mask and readjust the headgear as required. Remember to gently pull the mask forward to inflate the seal. Removing the mask. To remove the Nivairo full face mask, always undo the headgear clips on either side of the mask. By undoing the headgear clips, you should not need to undo the straps. Gently slide the loose headgear off your patient's head and remove the mask while keeping the top straps attached to the mask. Refitting the mask. To refit the mask, place the seal under the lips and lightly touch the mask to the bridge of the nose. Slide the headgear over the patient's head, and if your patient has a gastric tube, ensure it sits under the tube fit zones. Reconnect the headgear clips onto the mask. By refitting the mask using the headgear clips, there should be no need to readjust the headgear. Gently pull the mask forward, allowing the seal to inflate, and then gently release the mask. We hope you have enjoyed this in-service presentation on Fisher & Paykel Healthcare's Nivairo non-invasive full-face mask. Nivairo is designed with the NIV points of care in mind to help take care of the pressure. To learn more, please contact your local representative about these or any other Fisher & Paykel Healthcare products, or visit fphcare.com/Nivairo.